สวัสดีครับ If you are watching this video, that means you already purchased one of our photocake set that actually on photocakethailand.com or throughout our distribution channel throughout Thailand. Basically, this video will give you a rough guide on how to actually make this photocake set operate as efficient as possible, and you can utilize it in your cake as much as possible. Okay, so this video will go through a rough idea on how to set up a program onto your computer and how to actually print physically on the icing sheets and also the wafer sheets. You will see. Okay, so let's go through our first step. Basically, to print on our photocake system, you will need to load the ink into the ink tank system first if the ink has not actually been installed. The process is very simple. You just take the ink, screw the bottle, and then take the ink tank out and then refill the ink in. Okay, just to be careful not to actually put the color in the wrong channel as is indicated on the little color bar on the ink tank, that which color will go into which channel. Okay. After that, you install the driver of the printer into your PC. You download the driver printer or use the included CD, DVD into your laptop or your PC to install. Once you install, it's basically ready to go. The printer on the first initial startup will take about 15 to 20 minutes to actually load the ink, the brand new ink, into the system. But if you requested that the ink should be loaded in the system when we deliver you the printer, so the ink will actually ready to go. After you set up the things, the driver printer, then if you buy the purchase that include the photocake designer pro program, so you can go through that program and use it. And if you're not, then you can utilize other graphic design program like Photoshop, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or whatever that you're familiar with to actually make the cake design work for you. Okay, so come through icing sheets and wafer sheets. So the print media basically have two types. One of them is called icing sheets, which is a sugar based. How to use it? Basically, if you're using on a softer cake like a butter cake, this is very recommended, okay? Because icing sheet will actually sitting on top of the cake. It will actually melt. I use that word. It's actually absorb the moisture of the cake itself into the icing sheets. So what happens if you put it in the refrigerator for about let's say 10 to 15 minutes, this substance will actually get very soft. Yeah, it's like you cutting a cake and you will not feel that the icing sheet is a foreign substance on the top of the cake. It's actually a part of the cake itself. It's very good. Our icing sheets quality is actually imported. As you can see, the difference is that from a cheaper icing sheet is that our icing sheet is very smooth. Okay, and one of the things that it tastes a little bit sweet. Yeah, just very minor. Okay, you can not almost detect it, and it's smell a little bit of vanilla. Okay, you can smell a scent of vanilla on this icing sheets. It's very good quality. But when you insert the icing sheets, okay, you can see that there will be a little plastic stripe over here, and there's no plastic stripe over here. When you insert it, put this on the head first into your printer. Okay, basically this will actually take up the loading mechanism of the printer, so it will actually get this area and actually pull it into the printer. So this is how you work on it. Okay, so be sure that when you set up the margin of your print, this area needs to be left out, maybe 1 centimeter before your picture actually lay on these sheets. Okay, so after you print on the icing sheet, you cut it and then you place it on the cake. Very easy. And then put it in the refrigerator for about 10 to 15 minutes and you are ready to go. It will become actually just like the cream of the cake itself. Very good. Okay. And also apart from icing sheet, we have the wafer sheets. Okay, wafer sheet is actually made of rice based. Okay, the sugar sheet made of sugar, of course, or sugar based. So the icing sheet, actually you can use only one surface, I mean one area printing, but for the wafer sheet, actually you can use on both sides. You can use it to print out and then you cut it. Okay, mostly it used to decorate the cake on various occasions, like you can print your name on it, you can actually print some cartoon or some festive looking accessories, then plug it in the cake, because the wafer sheet is actually very suitable for displaying. Like it can stand, you know, it can actually stand up, right up, unlike the icing sheet which has a lot of weight. Okay, so that's two utilization of how do you use icing sheet and wafer sheets. Okay, so how do you store both icing sheet and wafer sheet? You don't actually need to put it in the refrigerator. Okay, just keep it in room temperature. Okay, it will be fine. Keep it away from light and moisture. Okay, the icing sheet itself come in the bag like this. Okay, so it's keep it apart from light and also the moisture. Just make sure you actually keep it tight like that. Okay, so that's basically how do you use wafer sheet and icing sheets. Now I will show you how to set up a print and then get a print out that is beautifully done for your photo cake. Okay, now we are on the program photocake Designer Pro. This actually you can easily set your size of the cake. It's actually 11.4 centimeter. I have prepared my image, and to actually use it, you can use the preset template. Oops, where is it go? Right here. To make your image look as you like. Okay. Now go to print. That's not print. Over here. Okay. When you go to print, you can come and set the setting of the cake itself. Basically, if you're using other program like Photoshop or PowerPoint, Illustrator, the setting on the printing is basically the same. We are actually fine-tuned the ink color to be specifically for this Epson printer. But to print, you need to make sure that your printer selected A4, use Epson matte photo paper, and the quality select as high. Okay. Once this setting is completed, it will be just as fantastic as it looks on the screen. Okay. Apply and then press print, and then you can actually get this image out very easy for photocake Designer Pro. And the setting to maintenance your printer, to clean, basically if you are familiar with your printer, you just go through your printer. On the screen here it's Epson L330 copy 3. Go to maintenance, and you can head cleaning if the line of the there appear to be some line on your print page. Just use this cleaning function to make sure that it will come back to normal, let's say a stage of printing. But I recommend you to store the printer in a room temperature, not too hot, because it will cause the printer to act funny. Sometimes the head is clogged if the temperature is too hot. You will need to clean it and it wastes ink, yeah, basically. Okay, so that's basically how you maintenance your printer. Okay, so that's basically how do you manage to get your photo cake to print properly. If you have any trouble or questions, just contact us with our technical support line, ID or email. Okay, you can actually send us some questions, and I recommend you to install a program called TeamViewer. If you are familiar with that, TeamViewer is a remote program. We can actually support you and remote to your computer and help you with your setting or anything that you actually need to achieve. Okay, I will leave the link below, and then next time I'll see you again. If you need more consumable such as ink or icing sheets or wafer sheets, just give us a call. Okay, until next time, I'll see you.